In my previous video, I showed how to download and install SQL Server Express Management Studio 2014. In this video, I will be demonstrating how to link SQL Server 2014 to Microsoft Access 2007. I will be creating tables within SQL Server as well. Firstly, what you need to do is download SQL Server Express Management Studio and then install it if you haven't already done so. I'm going to open SQL Management. I'm going to copy the server name since it will be needed in Access later on. I'm going to click Connect to connect to the server. And on the left, I'm going to expand databases. And I'm going to right click on database and go to new database. You can enter a name for a database. I will use employees. Click OK. Next, I will create a table, and you see database employees has been created. So I'm going to expand employees. I'm going to click on tables, right click, table, and I'm going to enter some field names. I'm going to use surname, data type. I'm going to change that to N voucher, first name, and gender. I'm going to click on save and enter name for the table. I'll use workers. Click OK and expand tables. Then right click on workers as a table you just created and click on edit top 200 rows. Here shows the field names that were entered. However, there isn't any data as yet. So now I'm going to open Microsoft Access in order to link it to SQL Server. I want to link SQL Server to Access. I'm gonna run as administrator. Right, click on blank database. I'll leave this name as default, but you can change it if you wish. Click on create. And click on the external data tab to the top. Then go to more. And click on ODBC database. And here there are two options. Either you can import or you can link. The purpose is to link, so that option will be selected. And this is Access will create a table that will maintain a link to the source data. So click on that, click OK. Next, on the Select Data Source window, click on the Machine Data Source tab. Then click New. Leave Use Data Source as default and click Next. Scroll through the list and select SQL Server. Click Next. Then Finish. Enter any name you wish in name description. I will use business as the name, and in description I will use company. And in server, paste your server name that was copied earlier. Click Next. Leave everything as default. Click Next. Change the default database. And click the name that was created in SQL, the database. Click Next. And Finish. Now, I'll now click on Test Data Source to make sure that the database is working. And test completed successfully, so I will click OK. OK again. Click OK once more. Right. Select the table that was created in SQL and click OK. You can select all the fields that you created in SQL earlier and click OK. And here is the link. I will now double click on it and I will enter some information. Click on Save. Okay, so I'm going to minimize access. I'm going to close SQL Server, then reopen it. Click on connect. Go to databases. Click on employees. Go to tables. Right click on table. Go to edit top 200 rows. And as seen here is all the information that I entered in Access. So it is now linked. SQL Server is now linked. And this concludes the end of linking SQL Server to Microsoft Access. Thank you for watching.